Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we're going to be talking about how the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have released running back Dare Ogunbowale from the team. He is a part of the bigger chunk of roster cuts that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are making here today and tomorrow. I will be having a separate video talking about all of the other cuts that are going to be made here, as well as some of the people who are making the 53-man roster. But I did want to highlight Dare Ogunbowale just because of, he wasn't on the team long. He was only on the team for about 2 years, but I still feel like, he did have some amount of fans and just, community surrounding him in terms of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan base, okay? So Dare Ogunbowale was a pretty decent receiving back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this past season. He was also the special teams captain as well, which does make this move slightly surprising. I know people are going to obviously point to the Leonard Fournette signing, but I genuinely did think that Keyshawn Vaughn could have been a possibility to be released instead of Dare Ogunbowale, and then they just convert Keyshawn Vaughn to the practice squad. The reason I thought that was because of the general trend of what's going on in the NFL right now, where a lot of teams are having to rely on veteran guys, due to the fact that they are more acclimated to the offensive systems, or they can pick up offensive systems faster and things along those lines. I thought it was going to be a situation where Keyshawn Vaughn, since he didn't have an OTA, since he didn't have any kind of mini camp, since he really didn't have a whole lot to work with in terms of showing what he could do, I thought there was a strong possibility that they were just going to try and put him on the practice squad, let him learn for a little bit, and then potentially bring him back to the team, and then maybe get rid of Dare Ogunbowale. But that was not the case. They just got rid of Dare Ogunbowale straight up. The special teams captain from last year is now gone. Who will take up that role? It's tough to say. Could be Jaydon Mickens. That's just my biased opinion, but don't let that, cloud your guys' judgment. But it could be Jaydon Mickens. So yeah, really interesting move here. Now the Tampa Bay Buccaneers running back room consists of Ronald Jones, Leonard Fournette, LeSean McCoy, and Keyshawn Vaughn. That's a pretty strong running back room. You have Leonard Fournette, former 4th overall pick. You have Ronald Jones, former second round pick. Keyshawn Vaughn, former 3rd round pick. And I don't remember what round LeSean McCoy was drafted in, but you guys already know it's LeSean McCoy. He is a very strong veteran presence on this team with a lot of very good young running backs around him. So, yeah, this running back room has transformed a ton in the past couple of weeks, hasn't it? You bring in LeSean McCoy, you bring in Leonard Fournette. Holy crap, all of a sudden you've got a brand new running back room along with Keyshawn Vaughn as well. Way different than what it was last year, I will say that. Ronald Jones is the only one returning from last season. Everybody else is now new. So very interesting times are a change in here for the Buccaneers running back room, and on paper, it looks really good. So Dare Ogunbowale, what's going to happen to him? Could he end up back on the practice squad for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? I think that is a very, very strong possibility, especially, again, I talked about this in the Matt Gay video. There's 16 practice squad spots right now, and 6 of them can be spots where you can have unlimited NFL experience and still be placed on a practice squad. I think Dare Ogunbowale, I don't know if he would qualify for a normal practice squad spot or not. I would like to think he would, but I'm not sure. He could be one of those 6 guys that you put on that veteran practice squad spot, so we'll have to wait and see what happens there. I could easily see him getting picked up by another team as well. Maybe the Washington Redskins, maybe the Jacksonville Jaguars. I know they just got rid of Leonard Fournette, but also one of their running backs, Raquel Armstead, I believe was his name, just went on the illness list, so they're going to be looking for some running back help. They could bring in Dare Ogunbowale, who myself personally, I feel would be a pretty decent fit for Jay Gruden's offense. So yeah, he could go to Washington, where he was originally before he came to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he could go to the Jacksonville Jaguars as well, where I think he'd be a pretty decent fit for that offense, and just an overall pretty decent player on a team that's looking for a lot of answers in the Jaguars. So yeah, Dare Ogunbowale, wish you nothing but the best man. I'm sure that he'll land on his feet somewhere, and congrats to all the other running backs that made this roster. And I'll be talking about some of the other releases here probably later on tonight, and then after that I will be having a whole video talking about all the releases that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have made to cut down to that 53-man roster point. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what you think about the Dare Ogunbowale release down in the comment section below. Are you for it? Are you against it? And where do you think Dare Ogunbowale could potentially end up on the NFL spectrum, I guess you could say. So yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.